Welcome back to the second game in the losers bracket, semifinals 1. We have ACCM against DraCoNT. You can see Byzantine's man's Aztecs Burmese band. That means Malay for DraCoNT actually, as if that he really likes to play. And Turks, Teutons against Italians, Malians and Britons should be interesting to see. And in the first game we have actually DraCoNT with Malay against ACCM, just advancing the feudal age with Italians. Should be an interesting game. Giving DraCoNT Malay probably not a good idea. I think he's very comfortable with them. I think he knows how to play them. He went up before the 10-minute mark and got all the eco upgrades. I think while ACCM will be able to click up to Castle at a reasonable time. DraCoNT still missing a little bit of resources. DraCoNT won't be too far behind because with the Malay upping so fast, he will be able to reach Castle Age before 60-minute mark, most likely at least, and gonna be there with like 34 population, going for 3 more villages, and now the resource is not looking bad, but he's missing a bit of gold. 4 villages in gold right now. Maybe not the perfect build order here. He still should be fine. ACCM gonna arrive in the Castle Age 1520. The main gold forward with the second stone forward outside, and really close to his base. Third gold outside. He's got the second gold safe in the back. He's got the main stone safe in the back. He's on stone for 92 in the bank already. As for DraCoNT, he's got the main gold and the second stone safe in the back, as well as the main stone. So 2 stones on the back, main gold on the back. Second and third gold forward outside. Extra verse doesn't really matter. One really pretty close to his base. Extra gold on the right. Here we have one really closer to ACCM. This one technically in the neutral zone. And another relic and another extra gold. A little bit closer to DraCoNT here. And DraCoNT arriving at Castle Age exactly at 16 minutes. Of course, ACCM doing both already. And DraCoNT is going for a stable, doing light cav now. Trying to take map control. Interesting play here. Not going for a castle, not going for a big monk rush. Would make sense. 1 monastery coming up. And ACCM, let's see, 1 or 2 monasteries. That's 1 monastery, a TC on the main gold, forward. And another TC coming up on the wood line here. I like the TCs, but can fit a few farms around. And still go for a lot of wood around. And we have only 1 scout here for ACCM. Which is going to get down over time, has to run back probably. And ACCM, just in case, is doing Loom, which is a good idea in my opinion. Let's see, ACCM, almost enough stone for that castle. We're going to put it, I guess, to protect the main gold, maybe somewhere around here. Be possible. You can see DraCoNT actually followed ACCM inside, and he's starting to take down monks, but no. Getting converted, so ACCM with the scout and light cav against 3 of those, and DraCoNT in the meantime should be able to grab a few of those relics. He's sending monks already, yes, grabbing the one in the middle here, technically in the neutral zone, and there we have it, the castle coming up next to the TC on the main gold. Makes a lot of sense. Let's see for DraCoNT, he's got 2 extra TCs, 1 on the second stone wood line, 1 on the main gold and the wood line. These are good TC spots in my opinion. DraCoNT is not on stone heavily, he's got 4 villages right now in that. He probably wants to get a castle up in late Castle Age to maybe early Imperial Age. For now, we're going to see the fight for the relics here. The 1 light cav that are converted for ACCM is actually guarding this relic, but DraCoNT saying let's try to go for the other one, which is forward. ACCM was faster, the relics here. I don't think DraCoNT has atonement, but DraCoNT can see this monk, and that means light cav incoming, and the monk is dying. So DraCoNT will be able to grab another relic. The question is, can he bring it home? ACCM not going for that monk right now. And we have a castle up with 2 more monks, 3 more monks, and DraCoNT going for 25 stone right now. A lot of farms. Actually, DraCoNT, 1 player is going for 1 mill and 4 farms at a time. I think you should fit 8 around 1 mill. I guess it would be more efficient, not sure about it. But I like to see a few more mills. How often do you see players like second layer of farmers around the TC, which makes sense, and the third layer, the villages are walking so far, it's really not fun. And we have DraCoNT with 1 relic in the monastery and ACCM with 1 relic in the monastery. DraCoNT lost a villager here, lost a monk here apparently, which I didn't see. And ACCM got a few of those genius crossbowmen, so he's gonna try and take map control a little bit here at least, and try to go for the relics. That means both players should get 2 relics in safe, which DraCoNT has already. We're going to see a little bit of a run for the last relic here. The monk's starting to convert a light cav. The genius crossbowman will be able to take down those light cav, and that monk is going to die immediately. ACCM grabbing the 3rd relic. Both players on the way to Imperial Age, clicking almost at the same time, but the difference is more than 1 minute because DraCoNT with Malay is going to be there a lot faster. And the question is, what are the players going to do? We're going to see barracks. That means condottiero, obviously. And for DraCoNT, I would like to see either the battle elephants, which is hard to do in early Imperial Age, or probably, yes, and there they go, Pyramid Warriors coming in. Makes a lot of sense here. Plate mail armor on the way, chainmail armor for ACCM. I'm going to see it a trebuchet maybe. No, Karambit Warriors is on DraCoNT's mind, and DraCoNT probably it's a good idea to go for a lot of Karambits right now, try to take map control and then maybe switch to Battle Elephants, or go for the elite Karambit Warriors and just mass them out of 3 or 4 castles. Then they are pretty unstoppable in 1v1 here, unless you have like a some turtle strategy. Karambit's moving in to take on the first Conquerors here, and Genius Crossbow will be helpful, but the question is, will it be good enough? Those houses will not go up, and DraCoNT right now 4 military units against 27. He's doing elite Karambit Warrior first. I guess you need to produce in early cast stage, because we've seen players getting crashed with melee by, I think it was Italians, not sure what game that was that I saw, where the Conquerors were just too many and the player with the melee was not able to mass those Karambits actually. Now Stable's coming in from DraCoNT, so he's switching into Battle Elephants right now, not without producing more and more of those elite Karambit Warriors. Are they on full upgrades? Almost, actually, plus 4 defense, which is very important to see. And now 2 trebuchets hitting that castle. DraCoNT actually should not allow this castle to go down, so he is going to start and repair. But as the 3rd trebuchet on the way, a lot of Conquerors. ACCM right now double the military numbers. Actually, the Karambit Warriors obviously only count as half, so maybe it's pretty equal numbers. But is it equal numbers? Probably. But the Conquerors will be stronger than the Karambits, and there's one castle going down. So DraCoNT actually in trouble here. I guess he should have produced Karambits earlier on. Maybe should have gone to the castle earlier to have the necessary mass and go to Imperial Age a little bit slower. Battle Elephant now on the field. Plus 4 attack actually, no defense upgrades yet. Elite Battle Elephant on the way, but the 1 Battle Elephant will go down fast. There is more coming up. The problem is ACCM got so many military units on the field. DraCoNT actually losing everything he's producing. He needs to produce in the back here, in my opinion. Not going for any more Karambit Warriors. He is going for more Battle Elephants in those stables. He's done the upgrades, but he doesn't have the numbers, and I guess that's the problem here. I think he should have gone for numbers first, then do the upgrades later on, or the elite upgrades at least. Like this, ACCM going with the forward castle, covering the 2 golds, and going with more and more Conquerors. DraCoNT resources actually looking pretty decent, not doing any Karambit Warriors, which is a mistake in my opinion. And ACCM just producing as much as he needs for now. He's got a lot of units on the field already, 158 population, could go for a few more. Maybe he's waiting for the resources to go, I don't know, elite Genius Crossbowmen or something else. Could go for bombard cannons, could go for... Not sure what makes sense against the elephants, except for the monks, which ACCM is doing immediately. Elimination and Theocracy coming in, and this castle is about to go up. We have DraCoNT a little bit in trouble here, which is surprising to me. Maybe melee. This is still 5.6 patch. This is not so good as everybody expected him to be. But maybe they're misplayed a little bit. I have really no idea. I'd like to try this, but I'm not on an expert level, so I can't really judge the 1600, 1700 play I'm about to deliver. If I was playing, probably, I guess. Blast Furnace, Block Burning coming in, Stone Mining, Gold Mining, very late for DraCoNT. Here should have gone for those upgrades early on. Now the trebuchet is hitting that first castle that DraCoNT built, and DraCoNT massing a few elite Battle Elephants. He's gone for more elite Karambit Warriors. 35 against 79 military units. That means DraCoNT still has less military numbers, and he still doesn't have a way to like counter the Conquerors and Monk combination here. Fletchino coming from ACCM. Actually, those Genius Crossbowmen don't have any upgrades whatsoever, but I think it's more for the castles maybe. Karambit Warriors moving around, but ACCM also already taking the extra golds in the map with full map control, moving in with the Conquerors, which are, I guess, fully upgraded. Yes, there we go. And the Monk's gonna be very helpful to convert some of those elite Battle Elephants. Paris and Bodkin are now coming in, so actually it looks like ACCM is going for the Genius Crossbowmen here. Or maybe switching to something else, I don't know. A lot of Battle Elephants now, elite Battle Elephants for DraCoNT, meaning he's going to be able to take down quite a good amount of Conquerors here. Look at this, very nice strike with DraCoNT coming back here, maybe doing a castle, going with the trebuchet to get rid of that forward castle. And ACCM just does not have enough monks to be able to convert those Battle Elephants. Can he actually convert a few, or did... does Malay get the Heresy upgrade? I really don't know. Looks like a lot of elephants going down, but none of them getting converted here. Elite Genius Crossbowmen on the way. Elite Genius Crossbowmen should be able to deal with the Battle Elephants once you have enough numbers. Problem is, for ACCM, he cannot lose them because battle elephants are amassed a lot easier, of course. And ACCM right now repairing that forward castle, but is about to lose it. And ACCM with an interesting decision to go with the Elite Chain and his crossbow, but I guess he needs them, he could afford them. And he's still going with pikemen now, he's got a few monks there. DraCoNT actually resources looking okay, he's now moving out because he got rid of the castle. Trebuchet should go down fast, or maybe at least this castle needs to stay up for DraCoNT here. DraCoNT has scored it. Population-wise, probably neck and neck when it comes to the military numbers. Current warriors, of course, are to be counted double if you want the real numbers here on the field. And DraCoNT moving out now with elite battle defense, with elite Karambit warriors, a few trebuchets, getting rid of the forward. ACCM doing dumbering, but he doesn't have the necessary numbers of elite Chinese crossbowmen to be able to deal with all those units. And looks like DraCoNT actually coming back now. Very interesting to see. ACCM didn't continue the push too much, and DraCoNT was actually able to mass enough elite battle elephants to now get a good counterplay here. DraCoNT does not a Pharisee because that elite battle elephant just got converted. I'm surprised to see that not more of those conversions are happening. Italians are among civilization as well, so they actually can go for all the upgrades that you need. And chemistry now on the way from ACCM, but he's pretty dead when it comes to military units. Elite battle elephants moving in to attack this castle actually. ACCM has been taking all the gold, so gold-wise he should be better. Also got one more relic, but he cannot do anything right now. DraCoNT low on resources, but ACCM calling the GG. Doesn't have a way to defend from those elite battle elephants, and like this, Malay, the favorite civilization here, and DraCoNT winning this game. Very impressive to see a comeback, and let's go into game 2 now and hope for similar good games. The remaining civs are Britons and Malians for ACCM, Turks and Teutons for DraCoNT. Let's see, we have DraCoNT with the Teutons against ACCM Britons, so an AOC classic actually. Not sure what the better civilization is. Here I guess you could argue that Britons with the longbowmen are really strong, and Warwolf for the Kingdoms, really good upgrade. But Teutons have a decent monk rush, they can go for Paladins in Imperial Age. They could go for a tower rush like DraCoNT is probably doing right now. Let's go for the maps quickly. Second and third gold safe in the back for DraCoNT. That's ACCM's third gold, really far forward. Second gold for him outside. The main stone forward for DraCoNT here. Main gold forward and the second stone forward outside. We have 2 extra golds on the map. ACCM's map though, probably not a lot better. Main stone forward, main gold forward, and no back base. Second and third gold, we've seen those on the right hand side and the front side outside. Actually, this cannot be hopped, so this palisade doesn't really help ACCM. There needs to be a gate for a hop to work, or 2 gates actually. And we have for ACCM, I'm missing a stone, I think. Is it on the left hand side? Yeah, second stone here. Not gonna go for the relics right now because Tower Rush should be more interesting at this point. And ACCM starting to wall behind. He's still on the way to feudal age, that means he cannot stone wall right now. He's on stone, or was on stone, got 240 stone in the bank. And now DraCoNT can almost go in, but ACCM should be able to wall in time and actually put a tower behind the main stone, maybe, just to make sure that DraCoNT cannot go forward without any resistance here. But no tower coming up. No, that's actually a watchtower, which DraCoNT is attacking immediately. And it makes sense. The villagers forward are actually able to attack that tower, and it's going to be only on half HP when it's up. That means ACCM needs to repair, and he may not be able to because 8 range from the tower. No, the villager cannot be hit yet. Fletching on the way from DraCoNT after that. These villagers that are repairing can go down. Now I think ACCM should just counterattack with the villagers right now. Thing is, DraCoNT has 4+2+ whatever it is in that towers. And ACCM for now holding, but the tower is going down. He's not walling behind that, which is a mistake. And there's the watchtower coming up for DraCoNT. ACCM only now doing loom. Another mistake in my opinion. Should have done loom immediately when he reached the feudal age. Just like you do on Arabia, you get it in Dark Age before you click up. On Arena, when you're tower rushed, you need it the second you advance to feudal age, I think, just in case, because ACCM probably lost there. He's got 5 dead units already, and that's probably all villages, because the scout is still alive, and DraCoNT just continuing with the watchtower rush here. Barracks coming up, but it's not going to help a lot, and those watchtowers from DraCoNT will be really annoying. We have seen that by Tato before, going with watchtowers, going more and more of those, with Koreans obviously, to have guard tower upgrade free in Castle Age was a very nice strategy. Thing is, with the Teutons towers, you have the possibility to go like 10 villagers into those towers, and that means your watchtower rush should be more effective. Right now ACCM is in trouble a little bit. He's going out to take the second stone, makes sense. He is protecting his main gold watchtower, but on the left hand side DraCoNT is adding towers. This palisade gate will go down fast. You need to invest into stone. stone here, let's be honest. And even then, you don't really know how long can you actually hold here. Finally, a counter watchtower from ACCM. He has enough stone at this point. Villages are idle because ACCM just dropped the stone. And DraCoNT's watchtower will go up, but DraCoNT may at least get 1 or 2 villages injured here. And we have both watchtowers up. The thing is, DraCoNT got, let's check, we have 5 villages obviously for ACCM. DraCoNT got 7 villages in that watchtower. Can I get it? No, 6 actually, and they're healing at the same time, which is very useful at this point. Fletching done for both players. Actually, DraCoNT losing more HP. I guess he attacked the house first, but he's got those villages able to repair. And I think ACCM will need to repair as well. Actually, DraCoNT going back. Interesting to see that DraCoNT is taking so much more damage on that watchtower here. So for now, the push on the left-hand side stopped a little bit or slowed down. The thing is, DraCoNT, for food in the bank, is not so far away from clicking up the castle age. He's going on the main gold right now. And ACCM got the gold in the bank, but doesn't have a lot of food. Had to abandon those farms here actually. He's got only 8 farms working, number 9 coming up. But look at this farm, this is just terrible. You need a mill around here. And now watchtower coming up from DraCoNT on the outside, around the base of ACCM, but ACCM going with a quick counter tower. And I think it would be a good idea to either wall here, which is quite a lot, or to just put another watchtower on that stone when you're able to. You need 1 stone safe at least to be able to defend without too much trouble here. Now DraCoNT apparently will be able to get up that watchtower, only a few percent missing, and that's another fight we have. We have that watchtower from ACCM taking down one from DraCoNT here. But the thing is, ACCM still own resources. DraCoNT looking into castle age, going with the stable now to get the second building. I guess he doesn't have a market. Needs the stable and will be able to add scouts or probably knights in castle age. And the thing is, ACCM won't have monks available for himself, and knights against like crossbowmen maybe, or archers, or even longbowmen should be quite decent. DraCoNT now clicked up 22-33, and ACCM, let's see, is not so far away, but not really close, and that's the problem. DraCoNT will be able to go with the castle age attacks and units first. Now the watchtower push actually working here, and ACCM finally revolving, is still on stone with 4 villages, and he may be able to get up castle once he reaches castle age. The thing is, he's still not clicked up, finally going up, but that's 1.5 minutes behind. DraCoNT doing bloodlines already, got 2 stables forward, and he will be able to go in, like this is open, and will be able to raid with the knights. We have ACCM Horse Collar finally coming in, quite late, doesn't have the resources I guess, and DraCoNT now going with more mills and farms. Makes sense, Teuton's farms are cheaper. 650 stone in the bank for DraCoNT actually, very interesting to see. Double knight production starting and a castle coming up forward. I think he could even go a little bit more forward if he wanted to. I think he just wants to get rid of those watchtowers. First 2 knights coming in, ACCM just in case, palisading everything, going with a few spearmen already. Double barracks, so he knows what's up. I think DraCoNT needs to add like mangonels or maybe scorpions here, then he will be fine. For now, DraCoNT doesn't have a lot of food because the knights are costing a lot here, and he's still going for villagers. Siege workshop coming up immediately. That villager should go behind that siege workshop. I guess he's doing that right now. No extra TCs for now for DraCoNT, doesn't really need them at this point. Counter castle from ACCM, very important to see. Siege workshop coming up. The towers will fall, but the castle will be up. Pikeman upgrade actually done. And DraCoNT now with the knights can't really do a lot. I guess he should go around, try to go for the wood lines here, try to raid as much as he can, and I think it would be worth it. And we have 6 more villages for DraCoNT. But ACCM with that castle will be able to secure his main gold, secure the main TC pretty much, and even get a grasp on the main stone of his. So ACCM actually managing to survive for now. DraCoNT doing wheelbarrow. This game is far from over, and the 1.5 minute advantage for DraCoNT into castle age didn't really pay out. We have the first ram on the way. Let's see if DraCoNT is doing the same thing. Does he want to go for ram push? No, he's not doing anything right now. Monastery coming up. Maybe you're going to see a few TCs. Actually, University. No, DraCoNT is actually close to Imperial Age. Something I didn't see, but it makes sense. Can go for trebuchets. Stop knight production, and with 46 villagers, he is gonna be in Imperial Age 31-31. Nice timing actually, taking down one of the rams, because actually ACCM starting to get rid of those watchtowers that are still inside his base. ACCM also clicking up to Imperial Age, so both players know what's up, and the first long moment coming out. The thing is now, again, that's not 1.5 minutes, but 1:16. That will be a very important advantage when it comes to trebuchet production, and I think ACCM should lose his this castle first, unless he can repair for quite some time here. Pikeman protecting the stone, it makes sense. ACCM still cannot go for his main stone because there's still 2 watchtowers around, actually 3. And what is DraCoNT doing? Where's the knights from DraCoNT? I guess they went back. Here's the first trebuchet coming up, Cavalier of Great Chemistry coming in, and ACCM still on the way to the Imperial Age. Doesn't have enough stone for a second castle, and he's starting to repair immediately, so he needs to invest right now. DraCoNT may be able to go for a second castle very soon. He's got a lot of food in the bank, probably got a lot of farms here. Actually, that's not so many, but he hasn't really spent a lot of food. Also repairing the castle. That's 2 trebuchets right now against only 1 second coming up. Mangonels against the Rams. You know this is going to end, and the Cavalier will be really strong here. Also, ACCM losing the castle under 1k HP. Both players' castles may go down. The thing is, DraCoNT can afford to lose that castle. And now the bombard cannons on the way. Chemistry was done. So actually DraCoNT may be able to save his castle, was able to take down trebuchets with the bombard cannons. Now the Cavalier moving in, and ACCM knows without that castle this is over. The main gold won't be safe any longer, cannot produce longbows. So DraCoNT actually with a successful, oh my god, watchtower rush, taking the second game, and we're going for a match game already. And game 3 is Malians against Turks. I was wondering, Arch better good against Genesis? Probably not, but ACCM is not going to post that question. Instead he's going up to feudal age, has Loom done, so he's going for the aggressive approach here. Barracks is up. We're going to see a watchtower, maybe even a tower hop here, it's possible. Not going for a blacksmith inside, which he could have done. That means DraCoNT should have enough time to at least put a house or a palisade here. Actually the house coming up only 62 HP, but it's going to be enough. This tower cannot attack that house here, and ACCM cannot hop. DraCoNT obviously re-walling this, and we have the archer range up, so archer production starting. We're seeing the standard tower rush with archers for ACCM with the Malians here. Got the main gold forward, got a second gold and extra gold safe in the back. The third gold forward, but inside the 2 stones, second stone and main stone safe in the back. So actually not the best, but not the worst map either. Now this is open, and DraCoNT quickly re-walling. He's only now up to feudal age. Watchtower coming up immediately. This is dangerous. Could get tree hopped actually, and the palisades not going up completely. So ACCM right now in the driver's seat when it comes to the attack here. Watchtower inside DraCoNT's map already, and this palisade wall is going to fall fast. Quick house coming up behind that. Actually ACCM not able to stop DraCoNT's villagers from putting a little bit of HP on that house, and now the watchtower is up, so ACCM needs to go to the other side, where DraCoNT actually will be able to wall quite easily. Another watchtower coming up. ACCM resources. Got enough stone for yet another tower. Actually DraCoNT not far away from Castle Age, going to the second watchtower as well. He's got the main stone and the second stone safe in the back, so stone is not a problem pretty much. Second gold also safe in the back, the main gold forward and the third gold forward outside. But DraCoNT can actually take the main gold right now. The thing is ACCM is moving in, was able to break through another house. Watchtower coming up here, and this house is going down too. That means DraCoNT will be in trouble with that watchtower. He's didn't start it in time. The archers are taking on a few villages here, and of course DraCoNT is trying to fight this ACCM is fighting this watchtower, and DraCoNT trying to finish it, but DraCoNT calling GG right now, 16 minutes 26 seconds into the game. DraCoNT was not able to stop this watchtower rush, wasn't able to stonewall here, which he should have done immediately, then the left hand side would have been fine, but he, I guess he did have stone, but he wasn't able to, he just didn't do it. Maybe a small mistake here, and like this, ACCM taking a quick game, which is pretty much independent of the, no, not independent how you call it, doesn't really matter what civs there are, it's just watchtowers are working, and ACCM taking game number 3, so we're going into game number 4. Again, another match game for our last arena player that is in the tournament, which is DraCoNT. Fianor went out, as we've seen before. And I guess you can't really count Stark as one of the arena players, because he can play pretty much any map, I guess. Let's go to game 4. Game 4 is Pick Civilizations, Incas, Mayans, Aztecs. As you can see, ACCM trying to steal DraCoNT's boar, but not successful. That means 39 HP only, has to go back. DraCoNT is going to start and protect this boar, but ACCM is actually going to try again. So I'm just staying here, waiting for ACCM's Eagle Scout to return, go for another attempt here to hit that boar. For now, DraCoNT is waiting, actually opening the walls, and just before the village is arriving, ACCM is starting to attack that boar, trying to get it back. It's only 9 HP scout. That means ACCM is going to dance a little bit here. He's not going to be able to get that boar in, but he is delaying that boar by quite some time. That means DraCoNT needs to adapt here, and now ACCM moving back in this game between Aztecs and Incas, where I don't really know what Incas can do better. I've given a thought, I guess Tower Rush, because cheaper towers, and then you have the slingers against any infantry units, which is of course what the Aztecs are very good at. The thing is, Aztecs to get siege onagers or even onager will be fine against the slingers, and the Aztecs economy should be better. As you can see, ACCM is already up to feudal age, so let's check out DraCoNT's map quickly. Main gold on the side, but backish, which is very important for him, because there's a lot of nothing in the back of his base. The second gold is forward, the third gold is forward outside, relic outside here, main stone forward, and that second stone is on the other side, but also outside. One relic, as you can see here. ACCM is going to put up the first watchtowers up to feudal age. DraCoNT still on the way, and DraCoNT is probably going to send villagers quite soon to get a counter watchtower up. He is not on stone, he's going to be able to go for stone probably. Instead, he's going on more gold. Resources for DraCoNT looking good actually with 4 farms. Was able to get like 1 or 2 deer in, I guess was only 1. He's got right now 3 deer inside, or 2 deer inside, sorry, and then the third which he's taking already, and only now up to feudal age, only now of course is relative. And going with the watchtower to make sure that ACCM cannot just go in. ACCM has the main stone safe in the back, has the second gold and an extra gold safe in the back. The main gold in a pretty awkward position actually forwardish, the second stone forward outside, the third gold forward outside. And we do see a few archers coming up, with another watchtower on the main stone, so ACCM actually moving in and going to attack that eagle scout actually. One counter watchtower, the second counter watchtower coming up from DraCoNT. He is not on stone, that means he has a market up and he bought some stone here. Hoskler coming in for him. ACCM of course low on resources, still producing archers, going to wall this watchtower in, and DraCoNT not so far away from clicking up to Castle Age actually. The thing is, now ACCM cannot go through the left hand side here, so it's going to turn on the right hand side, go with another watchtower, and he's probably going to go for more and more and more. DraCoNT looking good with the resources. Let's see how he can defend from this. I think we're going to see Eagle Warriors from DraCoNT or Eagle Scouts from ACCM. DraCoNT does not have a barracks up. No, yes, actually, my fault. Going with the blacksmith now. And there's a watchtower coming up to try and break the right hand side. Quick counter watchtower from DraCoNT. That means he needs to invest more gold to get more watchtowers up. This is quite costly actually. And DraCoNT won't be able to go for so many watchtowers, but he's got 3 of them already. That means he bought 2, and he's fine for now because he's clicked up to Castle Age. Archers going into the watchtower from ACCM. 1 villager dying actually. There might be more villagers going down, but now ACCM going in a safe distance to make sure this watchtower is actually going up. DraCoNT preparing with what stone he has, and he is going with a second barracks here, creating Eagle Scouts, quite a lot of them. So he's probably going to go for Eagle Warriors and Castle Age as soon as he can. Fletching coming in from ACCM right now. ACCM not close to Castle Age yet, but that's expected really. Going for the deer actually, he's got 4 deer inside as we can see, very useful for him. And this watchtower probably not going up, the question is it going down? No, ACCM actually cancelling it out before it's going down. Another watchtower coming up next to the first one here, which is close to the main gold. And the thing is, DraCoNT is up to Castle Age. ACCM resources looking decent. Eagle Warrior coming in from DraCoNT immediately. Only now doing Loom. Very interesting to see. I expected him to go Loom first. Maybe forgot about it. Because as we know, Aztecs don't get a Loom for free anymore. They get extra 50 gold. And we have 3 watchtowers now from ACCM attacking that. 1 single remaining watchtower from DraCoNT. And that watchtower is going to fall. Another barracks coming up here. The thing is, DraCoNT is going for Eagle Warriors. 3 Pierce armor. And I think he should add the upgrades as soon as he can. The siege tower is getting filled, and looks like ACCM could see the siege tower because he's quickly walling. He should go for a few palisade gates here. He's not going to be fast enough. These siege towers are actually quite fast when there is Eagle Warriors inside. Now ACCM will be able to break through that house, but otherwise DraCoNT is safe and he's going for rams at the same time. He's moving in with Eagle Warriors, actually able to take down 1, maybe 2 villagers here, yes. He's gonna lose probably a few of those Eagle Warriors in the process. Quick watchtowers coming up around the main stone, but DraCoNT still attacking villagers, taking down another one. Quick walls on the wood line as well, and DraCoNT is just being annoying here. Right now the main gold position is actually not so bad as you can see, and ACCM is moving in because he's broken through down the archers to attack the main gold. The thing is, DraCoNT is moving in with Rams and, which is more important, Eagle Warriors to clean up those archers, and DraCoNT finally going with the first defense upgrade. As soon as those are 3+2, they are gonna have a relatively nice time underneath those towers because the towers won't do a lot of damage. Now DraCoNT is actually breaking into the main goal, taking on more villagers. I guess he lost, no, there's one more, but he lost some of the Eagle Warriors. That makes sense. He's just gonna go and disturb the economy from ACCM as much as he can. There is 4, 5 watchtowers, 6 watchtowers still up. Those 4 are actually quite strong, but I think DraCoNT should be able to take them on with Eagle Warriors maybe inside the Rams. Another watchtower being put up to make sure that DraCoNT cannot take his main goal for free. So all the goals actually being covered right now. No, the third goal, that forward goal, is open, and DraCoNT is sending villagers immediately with double mining camp. We have a few spearmen here, a few Eagle scouts, but it's not gonna really do a lot. And now DraCoNT sacrificing another ram for nothing. He's using the Eagle Warriors. 3+2 is done. No more Eagle Warriors inside, and ACCM actually completely double walling here. It makes sense. Is he double walled everywhere? Can you hop a gate? I don't really think so. I don't know. With the siege towers. Now actually Eagle Warriors moving in 3+2, that means they're gonna be able to survive underneath those towers for quite some time, and right now DraCoNT can just send battering rams. He's gonna take down this tower first, gonna get rid of the few archers here, and there's the first battering ram finally able to really attack here. The Eagle Warriors will be able to do a lot of damage on those towers as well, and as you can see DraCoNT is like with almost 20 villagers on that third goal, going with the monastery now, and he's gonna be able to go aggressive because 18 against only 4 military units means as soon as those watchtowers are gone, DraCoNT will be able to break those walls probably and try to go in. ACCM only now on the way to castle age, really late, was investing a lot into that push, which didn't really work. I think Aztecs with their economy and the Eagle Warriors just a lot stronger than other civilizations to defend from a watchtower rush, and the siege tower won't really do a lot, I guess. I don't really see a way for DraCoNT to go in here, and we're waiting for ACCM to reach castle age. In the meantime, we have a 22 military advantage here, 22 in numbers, and DraCoNT also starting to grab those relics, which are, yeah, there's one on the left hand side here. Where's the second relic? Did he get one already? No, that's the one. Are there 4 relics on the other side? Yes, that's 1, 2, extra stone, extra gold, 3, and number 4 closer to ACCM. Right now I can actually look here. Ooh, looks like there was a little bit of a gap, but I think it's closed. I think everything is closed here, and DraCoNT should not be able to drop in the Eagle Warriors from that siege tower. That means he needs to use rams or maybe also mangonels to break the walls. Now he's finally getting rid of the last of the buildings here. The watchtowers are gone inside his walls. That means this one is remaining, and it's gonna do a little bit of damage on one of those Eagle Warriors, but it's pretty much it. And we are going to see DraCoNT going really aggressive now. There's the mangonel. We see archer ranges. That means slingers probably for ACCM, and DraCoNT 32 more military units. This is gonna be a hard time for ACCM, and I actually was able to get a few of those Eagle Warriors dropped in because the mangonel just destroyed those palisades. The thing is, slingers are gonna be very strong against the Eagle Warriors, and DraCoNT should go try and go back immediately. Slingers too strong at this point. DraCoNT doing wheelbarrow. ACCM, are you going for any extra TCs right now? No, not at all actually. So he's on 41 against 62 villagers. Only now the second TC coming up. Slingers with +2, gonna be able to defend from DraCoNT's attacks. DraCoNT though, look at this, on the way to Imperial Age really soon, probably after Wheelbarrow is getting finished. DraCoNT doesn't really need a second TC, he's going for a second and third TC actually. Not on the golds, but it doesn't really matter. I think going with TCs on the wood lines and have a little bit of space around for farms is quite good. You can see a lot of Eagle Warriors on the field, +1 attack is actually done as well. Now ACCM saying, let's move out, let's go with the Slingers to attack the Eagle Warriors. I think this is a quite interesting fighting position. Now revolving, makes sense, and there's the mangonels. The mangonels will be good against the Slingers. You can see a few of them going down immediately, and those siege towers are actually gonna offer a lot of protection for the Eagle Warriors to attack those Slingers. DraCoNT halfway up to Imperial Age. Can tell you right now, this is a 2-part game, so at one point there's gonna be a little bit of a drop, but I'm just gonna jump over that, I hope. Actually, DraCoNT with 4 TCs, which is really interesting. So he's going for quite some boom while advancing to Imperial Age. That means he's not going to have a lot of resources for upgrades. Actually, DraCoNT taking ACCM 3rd gold and 2 mangonels. Slingers with a really long attacking time apparently. Didn't even get a shot on those mangonels. Need to go back. Forward castle coming up from DraCoNT here, and he's almost up to Imperial Age. That means he can go for I guess capped ram might be an option. Onager doesn't really have the resources, or maybe just trebuchets. But let's see what DraCoNT is planning here. Block printing coming in, so the monks will be added as well. Emilio coming out up from ACCM. ACCM not even remotely close to clicking up to Imperial Age. He's going for barracks now, he's going for Eagle Scouts. I think he should stay with Slingers. The problem is the mangonels, DraCoNT Sanctity, saving up a few resources. I think he wants to go for Elite Eagle Warrior. Illumination and Sanctity only costs gold. Eagle Warrior upgrade coming in from ACCM. Elite Eagle soon to be clicked from DraCoNT. 92 villagers, he's got a pretty good working economy. Got not so many farms, but he probably needs more gold very soon. And he is going to be able to use the mangonels against those Slingers. Elite Eagle Warrior coming in. And there's the drop I was talking about. I think there was a little bit of a time jump as well, because I didn't get the complete spec. I think I left the game early on, because I knew the game was dropping, could see it, and then there's like the 1.5 minutes missing the spec that delay is giving you. All the Slingers moving in to attack Elite Eagle Warriors, which is finished 4+4 defense actually. And I think DraCoNT should add in a few onagers here. I don't know if he's done that upgrade yet, I guess not. The thing is, ACCM 42 military units, but DraCoNT on the front here, on the attack with the better economy. The trebuchets out, forging ballistics coming in from ACCM, but he's still in Castle Age. He's still investing into Castle Age army. That means he won't be able to click up to Imperial Age soon. And now the Elite Eagle Warrior is starting to raid, which makes a lot of sense. Look at those villagers all standing underneath the TC, can't really do a lot. And there's a lot of those villagers actually going to die here before the Slingers are arriving and taking down those Elite Eagle Warriors. DraCoNT doing Onager upgrade as expected, going for the second castle. Is going to move forward with the trebuchets probably to attack those archer ranges. And ACCM is in trouble in my opinion. Looks like DraCoNT might be able to take the game from here on, because his economy is just so much better. 69 villagers, that's a nice number. Memp, I'm thinking of you of course, and Memp, I'm pretty sure he casted those games live. Maybe he saw it, I don't know. The thing is, with onagers in the field, as long as DraCoNT can make sure to stop these Eagle Warriors from going for the onagers, these Slingers can't really do a lot here. Now DraCoNT is actually ballsy going for the main gold of ACCM. Nice shot with the onagers here. He's got 3 of them right now. A few monks in the mix to heal up those Eagle Warriors, maybe convert a unit to 2. And as you can see, the onagers are going down fast, those Eagle Warriors, but the Slingers can't really approach. They need to stay behind. Watchtower coming in from DraCoNT, Watchtower coming in from ACCM. Interesting to see another barracks being dropped forward. And as you can see, TC on that extra gold. DraCoNT wanted to go with a mining camp. The villagers of course died. DraCoNT now sending a ram and a few Eagle Warriors. That means ACCM won't have a safe gold income on the outside. Crossbowmen and Boatkin coming in. That's another way to counter those Slingers, I guess. With Arbalest, they should be quite decent against those. And of course, still onagers on the field. 4 barracks inside ACCM space. And Arbalest Embracer on the way. That means DraCoNT is gonna win this game. As you can see right now, ACCM is calling GG. Aztecs, I guess, still better than the Incas. Not sure why I would go for Incas here. The Watchtower rush was not successful. I guess the main goal from DraCoNT in the back was very important for him, because without that he probably couldn't have won the game. But DraCoNT advancing actually to the next rounds. I hope you enjoyed these games. See you in the next ones. GG.